Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies and have ourselves some fun. Let's go.
Good morning and happy weekend, Movie Mom.
Well, happy weekend to you. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about today.
Oh, good.
Love that.
Let's start with the family movie, Pete's Dragon. Now, do you remember the original one with Helen Reddy and the cartoon dragon and Candle on the water and all that? This new one really has nothing to do with it. They've gotten rid of the plot. They've gotten rid of the music, cartoon dragon. Still a story of a little boy named Pete and the dragon named Elliot that he loves and that loves him. It's a little bit more like Jungle Book plus Free Willy because it's about a little boy whose parents are killed when he's out in the forest. He's kind of raised by this dragon before he's discovered.
How long has he been out there?
6 years.
Nobody can survive in that forest for 6 years. At least not alone.
You'll see. I have Elliot. Who's Elliot?
It's just a really sweet story. It's beautiful in the 3D inside that forest. And when he gets on the dragon's back and they soar off into the sky, I got to say, it gave me a little lump in my throat. I thought it was just a really nice, sweet story. I'm going to say for maybe 7 or 8 and up. I wouldn't take little kids to this because of 3D.
Biggest problem I have with it is apparently it doesn't happen in Maine anymore.
It doesn't happen in Maine anymore. I'm sorry about that. The biggest problem I had with it, what is the skin of a dragon like?
It's like a lizard.
Like a lizard, right? No, this one is furry. It's like a mammal dragon. Are they trying to sell little furry plush toys or what? I don't know what that's about, but that bugged me through the whole movie.
Okay, so they've never seen Game of Thrones. I'll let it pass.
Really, I have a whole list on my website of other movies about great dragons, so that's pretty good. Also, a really interesting choice this week, the first national major release completely done by women. It's called Equity, and it's a Wall Street story that's very much like the movie Wall Street in that it's, really cutthroat, competitive, possibly illegal behavior by people who make so much more money in an hour than you'll ever make in your lifetime. Anna Gunn from Breaking Bad, and she's terrific, and I thought that was really good, so that's called Equity. Also this week, we've got Seth Rogen's movie Sausage Party, and I'm trying to think of what I can say about it that won't get you in trouble with the FCC. This is an animated movie that could not possibly be less appropriate for kids. It appears to me that it's a movie created by people who were very, very high at the time, and I'm sure they thought it was hilarious, and a couple of the jokes are extremely funny, but most of it is just, oh no, they didn't. This is a movie where all the characters are food living in a superstore, and they think that when they leave the store, they go to heaven. They don't realize that that's when they get eaten. And so there's a lot in there about religion and a lot of homophobic humor, male food items having sex with each other. A food orgy, cannot unsee that. So there you go, you've been warned. And then one that I liked a lot this week is Hell or High Water, a modern Western with Jeff Bridges as a Texas Ranger trying to track down 2 bank robbers. It's about masculinity and guns and race and property and bad banks and good people, but it doesn't do it in a judgy or advocacy way. It does it in just a really smart way, and I really thought that was a great film. So a lot of good choices this week, but I think Suicide Squad's probably still going to be number 1. On DVD this week, let me recommend one that nobody went to see in theaters, but it's pretty good with Tom Hanks. Another great performance from him in A Hologram for the King. And next week, we're going to be talking about Ben-Hur, and we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies of the year so far, Kubo and the Two Strings.
All right, Movie Mom, you can catch this interview up at WJBQ.com, where we always have a link to MovieMom.com. Have yourself a fabulous weekend, Movie Mom. We'll catch up with you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's all go to